d4, d5, knight f3, knight f6, bishop f4, c5, e3, queen b6, knight c3, a6, rook b1, knight c6, h3, c takes d4, e takes d4, bishop f5, bishop d3, bishop takes d3, queen takes d3, e6, short castle, bishop e7, knight e2, queen b5, queen d1, queen a4, a3, short castle, c3, queen takes d1, rook f takes d1, knight d7, knight c1, b5, knight d3, rook f c8, rook e1, a5, rook b c1, knight b6, knight f e5, knight takes e5, bishop takes e5, knight c4, bishop f4, knight d6, knight c5, knight f5, knight d3, h5, g4, h takes g4, h takes g4, knight h4, king f1, g5, bishop g3, knight f3, rook e d1, king g7, king g2, knight h4 check, bishop takes h4, g takes h4, f4, rook c4, knight e5, rook c7, king h3, rook a c8, knight d3, rook c4, knight e5, rook a4, g5, bishop d6, king takes h4, b4, a, takes b4, a, takes b4, king g4, b takes c3, rook takes c3, rook b8, rook c2, rook a b4, rook d d2, rook a8, knight f3, rook b6, rook h2, rook a b8, f5, e takes f5 check, king takes f5, bishop takes h2, rook takes h2, rook takes b2, rook takes b2, rook takes b2, king e5, rook f2, knight h4, rook h2, knight f3, rook h3, king f4, king f8, knight e5, rook h4 check, knight g4, king e7, king f5, king d6, knight h6, king e7, knight g4, king d7, knight f6 check, king d6, knight g4, rook h1. Knight e5, rook f1 check, king g4, king e6,